Oh, welcome back. Okay, let's go through. Let's turn-based, classic, start and skip the intro. Thank God. Oh, yes. So far I've picked up 2 voices in the voice actors side of things. There's Matt Mercer and Ashley from Critical Role. I don't remember Ashley's last name. Ashley Johnson. There we go. No, I got it.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. You can see.
Yeah, we've already done all that. I think it's Ashley Johnson. I know it was definitely Matt Mercer for the male voice.
Sit, please.
But I don't really keep track of voice actors' voices.
Thank you for joining
They're
us,
playing a
Watcher
character.
of Cadnua.
A pale. She's preoccupied.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your...
Okay, so these are all Obsidian created ones. So Benevolent Soul, Fair and Balanced, Survival of the Fittest, Dark Times, Keeper of Secrets, Everything Bad. You returned a lost Sullivan's soul to the Drywood children. You had pledged to Hylia. You were kind and merciful to people you encountered. To the pain and travel to those who needed help, fair and balanced. And you returned the lost souls to the wheel, as you had pledged to Barath. Most other choices were judicious and balanced, tempered by rational thought and fairness, rather than sympathy and emotion. You used the souls that had been strengthened the Drywood, as you had pledged. I think most other choices were made to strengthen you and your allies while punishing and weakening your enemies. Dark Times. You consigned the souls to oblivion as you had pledged to. You were left to wake of physical destruction and spiritual annihilation wherever you went, seeking to bring a final end to all things. Wodaka. Pledged the souls to oblivion, but you ultimately gave the souls to Wodaka. You supported and maintained the God's secret as well as your own. Everything bad. You did everything wrong. You pledged to the bidding of every god and then scattered the souls of hell onto a random location. You got every companion killed. You got the worst outcome for every quest. If there is a mistake you could have made while still resolving the Hellbook, you made it. Not suggested for new players. I'm gonna go. Okay, so we're still gonna do a very So I have an idea of doing a Paladin style character in this one. You were kind and merciful to people you encountered, but what type of Paladin do I want to be? Because this sounds a very emotional one. I think fair and balanced is probably the best one to go with. Because it's judicious and balanced, tempered by rational thought and fairness rather than sympathy and emotion. Which means you used your evidence to dictate your answers, which...
Does everything appear to be in order?
We'll go with that. Does everything? Yes.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Barath. One half, anyway.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
Here we go. So I enabled a setting. So 2 is the indicator of in relation to the history of the first game. So.
And though you could have broken your pledge when you defeated Theos at Sun and Shadow, you did not. Admirable.
Okay.
She delicately places a card on the table. A bell in a tower. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly...
You had need of the gods once before. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was though Aethys stole a large fragment of your... You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
I'm going to go number 2 this time.
Taking a physical form in Aora is fraught with peril. Most mortal minds and bodies are incapable of containing divine power. It can lead to problems, as Aethys learned not long ago.
Ooh.
Her armored hand gingerly places a card sideways on the table. It features a man with a burst of light instead of a head.
Well, I'd like to find him
I
as
know.
much as you would.
It is my business to know. Their souls remain in Aethys still. You have the power to
Let's
safeguard.
get on with it.
Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life in death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
Ooh.
When you can picture your own face, the beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Character creation. Start from scratch. Choose a pre-made character to start with and modify it as you like. I think we're gonna modify. Fire godlike Malefolk, nature godlike druid, monk, wizard, barbarian, ranger, cipher. Fighter, paladin. Paladin? Paladin. Paladin. Metafolk. Back. We'll start from scratch. Male. Next. Do we do godlike again? No. No. We're not going to do godlike again. Orlan. Might perception resolve. No. Elf? No. Dwarf? Kith. They are the largest of the Kith races and are commonly found in or near oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many other civilizations such as Rotai are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. And human. Most common race. What's resolve? Resolve comes towards reducing hospital food. I'm gonna go this. I don't know. I feel with some of the settings. Ooh. So, island. Originated in the Deadfire archipelago and have largely remained there over a millennia. While physically similar to their coastal cousins, the coloration of the island is starkly different. Warm tones contrasting the coastal cool blues and greens, while not all are connected to the native Juana. Decentralizing. Okay. Country it's rare to find them in the eastern region. Two might among the areas are moving through water, deep sand, mud, and similar. Unlike all other races, they are not reduced to wading or running through. Okay, so we'll do what's coastal. Viewed by many in the odd as a warlike race, the coastmen are dominantly from the northern reaches of Rotai, though they originated in the archipelago thousands of years ago. Time and distance divorced them from the distant King coastal, are less intimately connected to the sea than island and distinguish. Are less intimately connected to the sea than island and distinguished by their cool skin tones. Coastal trauma are renowned for their natural sea legs and sturdy builds, whether it's due to their long history of seafaring or something innate. All coastal have resistance to might afflictions, which means staggered, dazed, stunned effects. Ooh, I'm gonna go with that, but I like the color tones as well. Would you like to make a single class or a multi-class character? Single class characters entirely focus on a chosen class. They gain access to higher level powers more quickly. Multi-class can select powers from two classes, but gain access to higher level powers more slowly and cannot access the class's highest level powers. I'm going to go single class. We're going to go Paladin. Resource Zeal. So we're Major role support. Support character throws with defensive bonuses, healing, and protective wards. Okay. Zeal and defender. Okay. A martial is devoted to a god, a ruler, or even a way of life that can be found in any culture where fanatical groups of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. Among these aligned to the worldview, Paladins are viewed with respect and admiration. With a bit of fear, many Paladins hold leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies. But in the heat of battle, their fanaticism often overrules the chain of command and common sense. So, we use Zeal. What's Zeal? Paladins will require and consume Zeal and use outside of combat. Paladin Zeal is restored, ready to be used in the next encounter. Then we have Diplomacy. So we have +2 things, so it's stress, okay. And Arcana. All things. So +2 to Diplomacy, so we can negotiate better. Athletics, Intimidate, and Religion. Preview ability tree. Oh, Jesus. I kind of want to go down the smiting route. I don't know why. Oh, auras? Oh. Okay. Close that, so we go next. Okay, subclass. So we get to do dreaded for their merciless cruelty, Paladins, the Black Walkers. No, because we don't want to be cruel. So the oldest known Paladin order in the world, founded as the guards of the Drosero Palace at Grand Villa over 2,000 years since shattering and then have transformed to protectors of ambassadors. Thing. Gain layer, hands layer, hand grants a minor flame shield on target. No, God Pact. Mercenaries with a sole reverence for the sanctity of contract. God Pact Knights fulfilled their obligations. God Pact Knights are worship Paladins for hire. They believe in payment as a form of binding contract. No. Kind Wayfarer. Flames of Devotion. A charitable order of knights. Shield bearers. Okay. Emphasize honesty and diplomacy. +1 engagement. The Steel Garret. A feared or dedicated Wodeker. No, because we're gonna. So this one gets 1+ engagement. Engagement acquired from spells abilities thing. Engagement occurs anytime a character attacks an enemy with a melee weapon at close range. As soon as he gets close enough, he or she will engage. So I think essentially I can lock down 2 people once I get near them. I think Shield Bearer, because yeah, and we gain lay of hands, right? Lay of hand prevent death when cast on other allies. That one. Yeah, I think that's the better one. Innate. Initial abilities, Flame of Devotion and Sworn. Enemy, 1 Zeal marks enemy to focus as the focus of the Paladin's righteous through, granting a damage bonus against the target until combat ends or the target goes down. Keywords, fire. Let's do inner fire costing equipped weapons to burst into flames as they strike, adding burn damage to the attack. I like the idea of Flames of Devotion. So, resolve. Wow, okay. So we have 15 points. So let's throw this up to 18. 15. 13. Intellect character's full defense and an area effect. It represents the character's logic, reasoning, and deduction capabilities. We've already got a 2, so if we put everything up to 2, then we can go 13, 13, 13. I guess. Because then we can... Because if... Yeah. Because I want to kind of get some more intellect for area effect stuff. That increases our will. So if we get that to 15 and the constitution up to 15, like, we go, dun dun, 2 resolve 1 thing, I think, and then we just alternate down the line, I think. Or 2 and 1 1, like that, depending on how many we get at level. Because this... yeah. Culture. Rutai. I think. Ooh. What's the thing that increases intelligence? Once, that's Old Valia. What's Valiant? Constitution. No, I think we're gonna have to go Rutai because that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, the powerful naval kingdom of Rutai is dominated by coastal. Legends say that Rutaians came to their lands for the Deadfire in the wake of the terrible cataclysm, but the details. So, yeah, 1 to Constitution, which would put it up to 14. Yeah. What was your job? Ooh. Gonna go aristocrat. Preventing your weapon or shield grants access to a modal ability. I think we're gonna go with one-handed. So that's spear, that's sword, and it's half so fighting close quarter style using your blade to penetrate armor. I think sword. Warhammer is interesting. Is that it? That's a mace. Ooh. Damage to the target's armor at the cost of initiative. Friction checks on the target's footing, dealing less damage with low reflex. What's that? That's battle axe. That's just that's hatchet. Rapier. Saber. Ooh. Penetration? I think saber maybe. And then medium shield. Yeah. Medium shield and I'm trying to figure out what to choose. Fight defensive with your spear, allowing you to engage an additional foe at the cost of stride. Stride represents how quickly a character can run in combat. So you can engage 3 people? Ooh. Spear. You know what? Spear and medium shield. Stab, stab, but close quarters? It doesn't really make sense. I'm liking either mace, spear, or the sword, and I can't quite pick it. So I think we're going to go with mace, because I like the idea of just damaging the armor. I don't know, I like that portrait. Two blue. Ooh, no. Darker? No, that doesn't quite work. Ooh. Yes. Oh. Look at that. Okay. Hair. Ooh. Too bright. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Eyes. Zoom in. Look at that, a dark color. No. I like that. That's... Yeah. Head. What pattern do I want? I do like that. Okay. No. Nope. No. That one seems the best so far. That's just fucking weird. Doesn't really show off. Oh. Ooh. Nope. No, I think this one works the best. Voice.
Nothing will slip past me.
For Strongjaw!
Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Hit it! Let me show you what I can do.
Another for the Queen.
Take them down. Yeah! Kill them all. Attack. Easy now. Hmm?
Let us end this.
Onward.
Ooh. Oh god, no. Nope. Ah! Ah! Look at that, that's just... Why? Average is so far the best? Definitely not savage. Look. Yeah, no. Oh, God. Look, sassy, rogue. Sassy, rogue. Change the hip. Change the hip. Hunched is just like, eee. Heroic. Look at that. I gotta go average. Average is the best. Like, wow. Well, this guy's not Gorm because Gorm was their other guy, so this guy can be Grom. Our death like God. Our death like godlike. Our death godlike was our last guy, and so. Okay. Paladin, Zeal, yeah, Coastal, Ruatai Aristocrat. I think that's where we go. So our order is this. Honesty and diplomacy over cruelty and aggression, so we cannot be evil. We've got to be nice.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you. To open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world.
Okay.
Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby.
Fucking
The
gods.
dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Okay. Breath isn't whole, breath is in two parts. Okay. It's going to be dialogue here when I wake up.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
Okay, so he's someone from the first game.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
1.
Me? You don't remember?
Adair points at his face, which he seems to be arranging into his most recognizable expression. Receiving no response, he shrugs.
I'm the captain of this boat, and I was real big back in Deerwood. Had this keep called Cadnua. I was famous. And I was what you'd call a watcher. I'd go around talking to dead folks and creeping out just about everyone who saw.
He holds up his hands with fingers curled to mimic claws.
You're just some farmer. Likes to follow me around. Take most of the beating for me when we get attacked. Don't worry, it'll all come back. Well, maybe it was you who was going around being a creepy watcher. I get mixed up easily. But that fortress was mine. I remember that. Anyway, you didn't answer my question. How you feeling? Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
She lives!
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cadnua.
Cadnua has been destroyed. Aethus possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethus withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes at your shoulder with one finger.
Misfortune's brewing topside. Magrants fires, the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
Okay. Save the game. New save file. There we go. There we go. Alright. We're going to end the episode here. Things got a little drawn out, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button. Oh god. Oh, I failed at that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.